Hey guys, it's the Spectacular here, and as you can see, I have my suit that I want to show you guys. This is obviously kind of like my Mark 1 or Spider 1, whatever, suit, and over the past couple days, I've just been doing a bunch of random stuff and making a little other like short snippets and footage, so I'll put that in this video too. But what I mainly want to talk about is the suit that I have currently right now. I have some footage of it, just me, you know, goofing off in it. But yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about what I used making it, and then plans for adding on to this suit and changing up the design a little bit. So first and foremost, I wanted to show you and walk you through the materials I used to make the suit, and then show you a little bit about the plans that I have in the future for future suits that I'm going to be working on. Because I kind of messed up a little bit with using the wrong paint for my front image, as you can see, and I ended up running out. As I'm waiting for my new order to come in, the paint that I use, because it's a very special paint, and I'll get to that later. Now, for the paint, as you can see on my hand, you can probably tell I'm pretty an amateur at this, because I kind of messed up in some parts. But you know, from far away, hey, it looks good. You know, it really makes your fingers stick out, and I mean, honestly, I love how this looks. This is not like any regular paint, because you're working with spandex. If you're working with spandex or any type of stretching material, most paints do not stretch, they just crack. You know, as you see, these, if I stretch them, they don't crack. They're really bendable. And the paint that I used is this. This is called puff paint. But this is the actual brand that I got, Jones Tones Gloss. Now, I will warn you though, this is only for like outlining stuff, and like using it just for like quick lines. This isn't for like if you want to like draw a whole design on your shirt, because that's exactly what I did with my spider, and it did not turn out well at all. Let me see if I can switch this thing. As you can see, I used this paint, and then I like smeared it onto my suit. And really, that was the wrong paint, because as you can tell, it's very like crinkly, and it's super like sticky, which it scratches up against like your chest on the inside, and it's really annoying. And you have to always have something like underneath it, or else the paint will literally go through the morph suit and stick to the other side. And so I put a cardboard in between it, but then even the cardboard like ripped off. So there's literally pieces of cardboard on the inside that's just rubbing it up against my skin, which is not the best feeling in the world. So I probably want to use this for your big Spider-Man, or if you have like a big solid design. But if you're doing outlining, you know, it's great for that. But this big solid design, you definitely, even The.amazing, like I think he just cuts out like just a piece of paper, or not piece of paper, like hard cardstock like this was, and then he, like either sews it on or like hot glues it on. But like that would even be better than this, just because it even retains a lot of heat, so it gets hot real quick on this part. So definitely not what I recommend for that. But for like fingers and detailing, and if you want to add like cool web designs, then definitely. For my feet right now, I just have some Nike shoes, as you can see. They actually look pretty slick. I mean, I like the design a lot, and even though it doesn't go like all the way up, like, you know, you usually see the classic Spider-Man shoes go up, they work. And you know, obviously Spider-Man has to be athletic, right? So you know, I get some nice shoes, and these are actually a gift, which is really awesome. But then again, if you don't have these shoes, I've actually you can check. I'll link a video in the description, but it's basically The.amazing talking about like costumes, and he and his friend actually found some like shoes that look exactly like Spider-Man shoes. So if you're going for the look more than actually like, or maybe it might be even pretty durable too. You can just get those. But these are what I had. and they work. And like my new design, you know, I'll have like that yellow green on it, so these will just make it pop. I think it'll look pretty cool, because it won't all just be black and white. Basically, here they are. Here's some of the things that I went through that didn't really work / did work. First of all, I actually cut out like of wood, just a really thin piece of wood. Well, here's the problem. These things don't bend, they just break in half. And yes, there are ways you can bend wood, but when the wood's this thin already, it just wants to break. What I resorted to having doing for now is to use like some cardstock. I guess that's what it's called, this paper. It's literally just really tough paper, almost like cardboard. And I got white. You can get black as well. It's really cheap. I guess this is like the cheap route of doing things. I basically cut it out, same design. It was harder getting inside. I ended up having to get a knife to cut out like a little circle and then like go on the inside very carefully with scissors. It took forever, and as you can see, it's still pretty rough around the edges, especially like down here, but it's the best I could do. So what you want to do, that depending on what style you want, I wanted this like kind of like mesh style. I hot glued the mesh on, and then I just pressed down with that, with the reflective shiny stuff, and it looks like that. So not too bad, not too bad at all. And if you wanted, oh, I already said this, if you want like the black ones, you can get black ones. That's pretty much the cheap option. The best option that you can do is actually like cast a rubber material, because those actually bend. Because the trick is not getting the shape, because these look absolutely beautiful. I love them. I spent so much time doing them. The trick is getting them to bend, because when they're on your face isn't flat, so you want them to bend, and you don't want them sticking out like this. These guys have a little bit of a bend. Just a little bit of a bend, alright, without starting to crease. Gotcha. So, basically, here's these lenses, like you saw in that little video that I made with my phone. Those didn't work out. But yeah, I don't think I mentioned this in my video, but I did end up putting magnets on them. And the reason being is because I do have this, as you maybe can see the light reflecting off of it like that. I have this shiny like film that goes underneath here, just the plastic that I showed you. And if you're not careful, if you just glue it together, then there's no ventilation and it'll get fogged up really easily. So having magnets, first of all, it gives it a little bit of space so it can breathe and defog. But secondly, you know, if you decide, well, this mask is ruined, or you try a pattern that you don't like and you don't lose the lenses. If you glued it on, you know, you'd have to throw it away. So you can just snap them off. And the way it works is I just have these tiny magnets, and you can just, you know, Google or Amazon shop just like tiny magnets. And I have it hot glued to the lens, and on the inside I have, it's not hot glued on the inside, so that way you can move them around. I just have the magnets for these two. They're just right here and right here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Is in my notebook. But I just started out, as you can see, working on some new designs, just because I'm gonna keep things like obviously, the mask and the gloves, but I think I'm just gonna change this front part out. So, right here, I have a little picture of where I'm thinking my Kevlar is gonna go. It's gonna be underneath this layer, because right now I have 2 layers on. So this will be right in the middle of those layers. Yeah, so I started working on some designs. Let's see if I can get this page over. And as you can see, that's a very kind of bolder looking design, kind of more similar to the one that I have right now. Obviously, the black is going to be white, and then the white is black. But what I decided on, and I'm pretty sure I think I really like this one the best, is this design right here. It's not the classic spider, but the spider actually that I got inspired to do this is called like a Japanese samurai spider, or like a St. Peter's cross spider, I think. And they're really cool spiders. And so I was like, well, why not make a design off of them? And since it's from Japan, you know, like, why not make it all look like sleek and like a ninja and stuff? So, yeah, I think that's just the design that I'm going to go for next. And I actually have a color picture of it right here. And as you can see, it's actually black, white, and yellow. And I think the yellow is going to be really cool. And I might be able to experiment with like maybe like a glow-in-the-dark yellow, or just something that'll make it really pop. Because it's different, and I think that's kind of why I like it. So as you can see, you know, this is kind of the suit that I have right now, temporarily. And I'm definitely going to use parts of it, but I'm definitely going to look towards that new design, you know. Because this is kind of more like classic Spider-Man, you know. So I wanted to get something a little more unique. Alright, so that is pretty much it for my suit. And I will show you guys just some videos, more like some video clips that I just got over the past couple of weeks, just messing around with my web shooter, which is actually coming along pretty good. I gotta run to the store again, but I found a way to like tear up the bike inflator, like take the shell off and everything, and I even like put a screw here, so I can make a two-way pulley system. Thank you very much, The.amazing, for showing me how to do that. Yeah, the pulley system of two, whatever it was, because I'm definitely going to use that. So, shout out to The.amazing for that. Helped me out with that. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the next couple of random clips, and for now, I will see ya. Alright, thought I'd show you guys this. This is what I'm working on. Last time I worked on more like developed web theories, and I was working on one where it would basically shoot a capsule. So I kind of got this little cannon thing going on. It's just a prototype, of course, because I don't even have the paint bullets in there yet, or whatever I'm going to use, but it's just duct tape. It's a bike inflator. I actually took the top off because it was in the way of the thing. I was trying to reconfigure some stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, so this is the one. I'll keep working on the prototype for the capsule shooter, and then here's the one that I had in the last web shooter video. I'm still trying to find a formula for it. It's been really difficult with this one lately, to be honest, and that's why I put a lot more time into the capsule shooter. And like I said, I'm waiting for the actual capsules to get in the mail. And then I'm going to start filling them up with some really thick, yucky stuff. And it doesn't really matter what the consistency is, because, I mean, it'll just explode on contact. But, yeah, and I'll definitely have to work on maybe getting some nylon strap, because this duct tape, it's not strong enough. It keeps bending and pulling it when it needs to stay perfectly still, so I can tie that string around. And, yeah.